Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you can all hear me okay. I've been messing around with configurations today. So how are you all? It's still flipping warm here, isn't it? Hello, everybody. So how have you all been? What's your week been like? Mercury retrograde. We've got the flipping Lionsgate portal hurtling towards us, as well as, Mercury. I think Ange told me Mercury's coming out of retrograde on the 11th. Is that right? And I was flipping. I'll tell you what. Oh, God, I meant to dig it out. Was the symbol. Right, I'm going to do it on Sunday. Remind me, everybody, because I want to show you this symbol that came to me on Lionsgate twice. So it's really powerful. And I found actually 3 people in the UK that have had the similar symbol. Ange was actually one of them. Ange Clark on here. Yeah, I think you're in the chat, aren't you, Ange? But yeah, crazy. So we're all getting these light codes, and sometimes we don't take any notice of them. Anyway, I digress. So I'm just going to welcome everyone in the chat. Welcome to Joyce. Hello. Oh, Joyce, I was going to message you the other day. Did you see in Donegal? Can't make it up. Did you see in Donegal they had orcas there? I saw it on TikTok or somewhere. I don't know. Oh, shouldn't say that. Probably get banned for saying those swear words. I saw them in Donegal. And Donegal's always a funny one. I always have to check it because it is actually kind of linked to the north, but it's the border's all a bit weird, isn't it, up there? So yeah, I thought that was really interesting. And I pulled tonight from the Lemurian starseed cards, and you, as always, starseed oracle, because we're going to go to Lemuria. I've been called and got, if I'll talk about this more, I've actually done a guided meditation and a guidebook that's on my website, which is a longer version of this. So anyone that's really interested in expanding their Lemurian consciousness, really advisable. And it's £11 and 11 pence, and it's a bloody bargain. You get the meditation, which is 50 minutes long. I think it starts at 4:45, so it's about 45 minutes. Because there's an introduction in there, but you can whiz past that and just start the meditation. But there's a 19-page guidebook that talks you through crystals. It talks you through everything that you need to know regarding the Lemurian consciousness. Some of you will be well versed on this. Some of you, it will be a new concept. But in a nutshell, I'll go through it all in a minute, but in a nutshell, it's bringing that energy. So this was way before Atlantis. I'll speak more about that in a few minutes. But yeah, really, really excited. Because obviously following on from the last 2 weeks, we've done the heart chakras, haven't we? And we've done Mount Shasta, which is linked to Lemuria. So legend has it that when it all went pear-shaped and sunk, then they actually fled to Mount Shasta. So yeah, really, really interesting story. There's many different somebody actually emailed me in actually and said that someone does a retreat or something there. But yeah, look it up, Google it. But like I said, there's more in the guidebook. It walks you through living and breathing this consciousness, because it's unity conscious. It's like love coming from the heart space, completely the energy that we need to all usher in. And us all being here each week, whether you're watching live or on the replay, it really doesn't matter. The energy's still the same. So yeah, really, really excited for tonight. But like I say, you can get different types of crystals. I will speak about that in a minute. But this is Lemurian quartz. Yeah, I love it. I sleep in it and everything. Because somebody told me ages ago that, you shouldn't sleep on it. Why? You got to do what your heart tells you. Even with the things that I speak about on here, take what resonates and dump the rest. It might not resonate now. You might come back to these videos and watch them another time and actually go, oh yeah, actually that resonates what she's saying. Or it might resonate with you now. It doesn't matter. It really, really doesn't. So yeah, I'm just going to say hi to everyone. Welcome into everybody. So yeah, Joyce, welcome, Helen. Lovely Helen. Lovely Moon Leah. Lovely Tanya. Lovely Anne. How are you, Anne? Hope Joan's okay. Joan is, sorry, don't know why that came up on the screen. Just and saying hi and friends, because we're all friends here, aren't we? Hi, Josephine. Hello, Sharon. Welcome. Petronica, Natalie. Who are the Lemurians? I'll speak more about that in a minute, Natalie. I'm just going to welcome everybody in. And then we'll speak. I'll go through just a really quick whistle top kind of tour of them. So they existed way before the Atlanteans, and they were there. Anyway, I'll speak more about that in a minute. So you'll have it all. But if, like I say, if you enjoy this meditation that we're going to do tonight, there's an extended version. Angie's saying Millie's not well. Oh, yeah, Angie's cat is 19 years old. Can you believe that? She's going to be 20 in March. That's just unbelievable. But yeah, she's had a bit of a bad tummy. But Muffin's had a bad tummy as well. I don't know if any of your pets, and I've had a bad tummy, which is not usual for me as well. So I don't know. I think it's just all these energies, because time is just going like that. And I was speaking to a couple of friends about it, and I said I'm going to go in and ask, and I did earlier today. And there's just everything's just being speeded up for us to just get on with it. Hurry up, chop, chop, chop. That's all I'm getting is chop, chop, chop. So that's why we're doing the Lemurians tonight, to bring that consciousness into and spread it around, not just within our group, but in your community, in your land. I do speak about sacred sites, but it doesn't matter if you can't get to them. It might be finances, it might be where you're based, it might be time, whatever it is, it really doesn't matter. Like I say, in this guide that I speak about, in there I do say it doesn't matter whether you can get there or not. Just go to somewhere. Like I said the other week, do you remember when I was talking about going to a spot that you feel comfortable in? It might be your garden, but anchoring in that light, bringing that light into the crystalline grid that's going around the earth. So yeah. So Joyce is saying that's brilliant about the orcas, as I'm just back from a boat with Laura's Madison, and lo and behold, 2 dolphins in Belfast Loch. First this year I've seen, is also delighted, was on Saturday. Beautiful. We've had them here. So I live in Brixham, for those of you that don't know, in the UK. And we've got, I don't know if anyone knows, if you'd be bored to death of me telling you, but we are the largest fishing port in the south of the UK. So all the fish that they eat in London comes from here. So we've got our own little harbour, and the dolphins have been in, and I think one was in the other day. I've got a friend, Natalie Blackler, if you're watching that. I've given you a big up. She's a brilliant photographer as well. She does a lot of local photography. But yeah, so that's amazing. So yeah, we have one in the harbour, but a lot of the tourist boats, grockle boats, so we call them, that there's been lots of sightings of them. There is every year, and there's a lady, I think she's called the Dolphin Lady on Facebook. I don't know whether she's on YouTube, but if you're interested, I think she goes between the UK and France and spots the dolphins. So yeah, what a lovely job. Imagine that. Oh, what a lovely job. What do you do? I'm a dolphin spotter. Oh my God, love it. So yeah, I'm just welcoming everybody in. So Joyce is saying Fred has had a bad tummy. He's a basset hound. Bless him. Oh, is that what you called him, Fred? Yeah, love it. Hello, Steph. Welcome, darling. And Millie's sitting here listening. Well, if you're listening, Millie, be a good girl while Mummy just does this meditation. So, lovely Anne saying she's had the dolphins. We've had the dolphins the last 2 weeks on the coast near South Shields, northeast England. Wow, I love that. Yeah, I think there's just more and more sightings, but also it can be that we're more aligned when we're in this energy. We're more aligned to noticing these things. And something that I was really blessed with when I went through the awakening was to just have this goggle eyes, like constantly just aware of everything, and it's beautiful. And also the Lemurians, they knew how to manage their energy. That's one of the things that they did really, really well. They didn't. So how can I explain it? Anyway, just going to do a bit of housekeeping. Newsletter is on its way. So check if you've signed up and you're not receiving it, check your junk. Check that you have confirmed your email address, because otherwise you won't get my emails. I am giving away this week, in this week's newsletter, when I get it done, halfway through it, is I'm giving away the Return to Lemuria guided meditation and the guidebook. So you could be in a chat if you've got to be in it to win it, as my old dad says. Love him, God rest his soul. It's his anniversary on Thursday, 7th. Yeah, it'll be a year. Yeah, bless him. So yeah, I might be on live in one of those evenings, either Thursday or Friday, but maybe in the vertical, not on this sense, if that makes sense. What else was I going to tell you? Yeah, so newsletter, and what else I've written, because if I don't write it down, it's gone in it and out there. It's like if you blew in one side of my ear, you'd feel the wind on the other side at the minute. So where and when did Lemuria exist? Well, it's a myth. It's a myth. I believe it did exist. It's in the ancient Pacific continent that exists. Like I said, it existed before Atlantis, and it's in the Pacific Ocean. I feel if you look it up and you Google it, it will tell you different things. My gut instinct and that sits with me, and maybe KMD, who's watches, I think, on the catch up, might back me up with this one, but I feel it's more under that area. They did speak about it being near Madagascar and Lemuria, right? If you look into it, so there's many different. So you've got the Ring of Fire, because that's what I was going to speak about with all these earthquakes and everything that's going on. So many of them happen naturally within that frame. Last week I mentioned about Haiti. That is in the Ring of Fire, because somebody said, I think somebody quoted and said that it was because there's unrest out there. I feel it's more than that. And it's not, like I said last week, it's not something that I can speak about openly on here. So if you want, like I say, anyone wants to email me, which a couple of people have, and one of them said to me, oh, it's because of all the unrest, but I think there's deeper stuff going on. But when you look at Haiti and you look at the tectonic plates, a lot of these places that are having that, earthquakes, they happen every year. They're not unusual, but I think, because they love a bit of fear mongering, and Haiti's like on the crossover of this Ring of Fire. Go and look it up. But I feel that when you look at this Ring of Fire, if you look more down to kind of Australia, New Zealand way, that's where I believe it is, in my heart of hearts. And I got told when I was going through the awakening, I was shown, and I think I've mentioned it on here before, but I was shown I thought it was Atlantis, but I've been told, no, we were showing you Lemuria. You just put your legs on it, right? But it was actually Lemuria. It was all deserted, but there was this kind of knight figure with a joust, like the jousting kind of gear that they wear, but it wasn't. It was different, and it was like a horse, but it wasn't a horse because it had no legs, and it could just move through the water like that. Kind of, when you go to the fairground and you sit on the horses that go round and round, it was like that, that kind of movement. It was really weird, but anyway, so it depends what you look at, but it existed about 25 to 12,000 years ago. And like I say, it predates Atlantis by thousands of years. Absolutely. Yeah, like tens of thousands of years. So what made Lemuria special? It was the golden age where humans were naturally telepathic through heart connection. And that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to open up our hearts, and they understood that thoughts create reality, and they built crystal cities with focused intention. So it was just how we think of ascension is how they had it in Lemuria. There was just peace. Everybody got on. There was no division. There was no scarcity. There was no competition. There was nothing but love, and everybody helped each other. But they were experts at mastering consciousness. And something that I'm really passionate about, and a lot of you will know this already, and that's why I've got the course coming, is getting closer, itchy clean, getting there, is it will help you access. I don't like to use the word teach because I just feel that's a bit pompous. Oh, I'm going to teach you this. No, I'm going to show you something, and you choose whether you access it or not. Because any course you do, anything you do, is only as good as the effort that you put in. and the information that you're given. I know that I'm given a golden gauntlet. Now, that's not the right word, but a gift. And if you open it and unpackage it in the right way, it will deal with so many things over 12 weeks. It's going to be 12 weeks. So it's 3 months. So I'm really, really looking forward to this, to sharing this with you. So like I said, their hearts were always open and it was perfect, like golden age, unity consciousness. You know, they could feel each other's pain and joy, but they didn't hang on to it. They weren't stuck in that. They weren't stuck. And I kind of get that, because people say to me, oh, you know, nothing seems to bother you. No, it doesn't. It's literally in wax on, wax off. And that's something that I really want to share with you, because we're told so much mumbo jumbo about healing and it's not true. And the Lemurians lived it. So like I say, they shared, there was no hoarding, everybody was equal, all the children were raised together. There was no separation. Like every adult was, you know, if we think about that, it makes our skin crawl a bit now because of what's going on across the world with humanity. And, you know, in the UK, we've certainly got our problems here at the moment. And big changes are coming here. And I feel that the UK is really going to eventually show the rest of the world that we're not weak, that we are strong, because we've just been worn down. Anyway, I'm not going on that soapbox. Get off. So the crystals. So they created crystal temples that they grew from earth, and with their intention. A lot of them weren't even physical structures, right? And that fits in for me, because when I was shown Lemuria, as I know it now, at the time, I was like, oh, it's Atlantis, right? Nobody, my higher self didn't correct me. They were like, yeah, just get on with that. And but there was very little architecture there. And it makes sense, because it was all created with crystals and love and light, right? And it sank a bit, you know, a bit like Atlantis, you know, but Atlantis, that's where the technology, but again, you know, that all went wrong. Yeah, that all went wrong. It's really weird. Like when I look back into my 20s, I met a guy on holiday, Spaniard, typical, yeah, like Spanish version of what's her name, Shirley Valentine. Oh God, the oldies will know that film. It's a bloody good film. And he came over from Gran Canaria, and he gave me a poster, and I was like, we've not talked about this. It's really weird. And I've had my bedroom wall for years. Now I understand why. At the time I didn't. It's really, really weird. So they grew the temples. They're, you know, living libraries of wisdom. That's what we're going to access tonight. We're going to access free frequencies as well. And each temple had a specific purpose. So some were healing, wisdom and knowledge and star communication. The list is endless. They had one for literally everything. So as we know, the earth chakra of the world is Mount Shasta, and that's where a lot of the Lemurians. So it follows on, doesn't it? Lovely, from the last 2 weeks that we've been sending light into the crystal grid, you know, and but that's where they legged it to, basically. And there's speak of them still existing in like metropolises, I think you call it, underneath. And there's somebody told me that someone does a workshop or something right at the base. I thought that'd be amazing, wouldn't it, to do that? Incredible, with the root chakra of the world, because flipping out, and look at all the challenges that California's got going on. There's a real, and the thing is, that was a name that I was given when I went through the awakening. I'll have to dig out my journals, because I've written it in capital letters, California. I think I even bought a t-shirt with California on it. Like, I had all this information coming in and I couldn't make sense of it all. It was just nuts. But a lot of the stuff that I had then I'm thinking, oh my God, yeah, I'm just getting a download. It's like, oh my God, yeah, that relates to that. So like I say, they use crystals, and they embedded them into the sacred sites. And I do believe that at Mount Shasta there is crystals underneath it all there. So a lot of us are bridges. I've had this. It is a great film, isn't it? Yeah, I'm looking at Helen. It's a great film, but we are, a lot of us are bridges. Like, I've got a real affinity with dolphins, right? And now I understand why. I'll do the cards in a minute. Mindful of time. So how you know that you're a bridge, and that you probably, I'd say pretty much everybody here was in Lemuria, because otherwise you wouldn't be listening to me tonight. Your soul has brought you here to this exact moment, whether you're regular, whether you're new, it really doesn't matter. So if you've got an inexplicable love for dolphins and whales and just the ocean, the sea, whatever you want to call it, and crystals feel alive and they sing to you, and you just want to help, others, and you've just got love in your heart for others, and you just want others to feel. That's my biggest mission. My mission is to help people in the most quickest way possible to heal. And people say, oh, but healing takes years. Well, it does, if you bloody believe that. If you want to believe it takes years, that's amazing. You want to do that? Absolutely, crack on. No judgment, but no, why do we want to keep people stuck? I really, really feel passionate about that. And it's up to us to let it go. And we've always got a choice, We think that we don't, and we tie ourselves up in knots. So the frequencies that we're going to be working with tonight are the rose gold heart frequency, which is unconditional love, the violet wisdom transmission that comes in through the crown, which is ancient knowing that you're going to upgrade, and the orange red creative life force, which is the manifestation power. So it's really amazing that we're doing that this week as well, because manifestation for the 4/4 portal. 444. What am I on about? Oh, that's the music I used. Oh, maybe that's why I said it. So on the meditation, I can't obviously play it on here because I get copyrighted, even though it's my own music. Make that make sense. No flipping idea. Is 444 frequency, which is stability. So, and 4 is my number as well. So yeah, I really love that music. So that's infused into the meditation as well. But like I say, it's a longer one. Oh, hang on, bridge over troubled waters. I'll go back to the comments afterwards, because otherwise, you know what I'm like. Oh God, I'm a nightmare. I know I am. Yeah, we'll go back to the the Lionsgate portal opened. Well, it says that it opens on the 26th, 29th. I believe it's before. That's why I released the meditation last week. So if you haven't listened to it, go and have a listen to it. It's on the it's not included in one of these live sessions, so you can just listen to it and go asleep. Whereas this one, you had me yakking on afterwards and answering the chat. So anyway, let's move into this meditation. So as always, we bring in any beings of light, any angels, any loved ones, guides, helpers, ascended masters who are going to assist us on this journey today. So if you're just linking in to watch now, we're about to start a meditation to Lemuria. So either join us or watch on catch up. So just close your eyes gently and just get really, really comfy. And I'm just going to speak a bit more about Lemuria. In traditional spiritual wisdom, Lemuria represents, can't get my teeth in, right, get your teeth in, girl. What's going on? It represents, like I said before, the golden age of consciousness, where we all live together in perfect harmony with divine love for everybody. And the Lemurian consciousness represents time when we were naturally telepathic, when our hearts were always open, when we lived complete unity with each other, with nature as well. There wasn't any of this separation. We were just one before the fear, before forgetting our divine nature. And these spiritual Lemurian beings mastered consciousness. Like I said, they understood that thought creates reality. They could manage their energy. They didn't hold on like we do. And now we hold on to things. We hold on to beliefs. Sometimes they're conscious. Sometimes we're aware of that programming. Sometimes we're not. They didn't have any of that. It was just wax on, wax off, gone. They felt it, they acknowledged it, they honoured it, and then they moved forward. And they existed in a state of grace when the veil between dimensions was really, really thin. They could connect so much easier and so much quicker. But that's the portals that we're having over now in the next 2 years are really going to amplify, and people's gifts are coming online. I'm seeing it all the time everywhere. It's just beautiful. There's just so many more people coming online. They've got to work through the information. And like I say, Mount Shasta, we can send our energy there during this meditation as well. So now I just want you to set your intention as we prepare for this sacred journey. What's your intention? What do you want to achieve from this meditation? I just want you to think about that. I just want you to let your heart guide you to your personal intention. Ask your higher self. In your mind, I say, higher self, what's my intention for this meditation? What do I want to bring in? What's going to help me the most? What's going to help me move forward? And then just trust what comes through. So I'm going to give you about 30 seconds or so just to think about that intention and bring it in. So now I hope you've got that intention. If you haven't, don't worry. It will just come to you. You'll receive exactly what you need to receive. So let us begin this journey to the temple of consciousness that we call Lemuria. So close your eyes if you haven't already. Just take a moment to really settle your body into this beautiful guided meditation. And you're feeling the support of the surface beneath you as we create this sacred space together. And I want you to breathe really deeply. And with each exhale, let all thoughts drift away like clouds on an infinite sky. And I just want you to imagine golden roots growing from the base of your spine, extending deep into the earth, going deeper and deeper through layers of soil and stone, connecting with a crystalline heart of Gaia herself. Feel this connection anchoring you in love and deep safety. You are always safe and in control. And now, from your heart center, imagine a beautiful sphere of light expanding, growing brighter with each breath. This is your sacred space, your temple of consciousness. And within this light, you are fully held in divine love. Now take some more deep breaths as you're breathing in light and breathing out any stagnant energy that no longer serves you, letting it go with love and thanks as you're drifting deeper and deeper, allowing yourself to be fully open to receive in this wonderful, magical experience. Now, beautiful one, we begin our journey to the ancient lands of Lemuria, this mystical civilization that once graced Earth with such beauty and wisdom. Feel yourself becoming lighter, as if you're made of pure consciousness. And you're beginning to float rising gently above your physical body. And I want you to just imagine that you're looking down with love and gratitude at your beautiful body, your beautiful vessel that houses your eternal soul. I want you to smile and send them love and thank them for stepping back and allowing you to take this magical journey. Now, take another deep breath as you find yourself standing at the edge of a crystalline cliff, overlooking the most magnificent sea that your eyes have ever seen. The water below glows with colours beyond your current imagination. Blues so deep they hold the wisdom of the ages. Greens that pulse with the heartbeat of life itself. And golden light dancing across the surface like liquid starlight. With complete trust, you step forward and begin to descend. You are floating down, drifting down, surrounded by warm, luminescent water that feels like skin against your consciousness. This is liquid light and liquid love. And you breathe it in easily. And you start to realize you are breathing light itself. The deeper you descend through layers of time, through veils of remembering, until you can see or imagine in your mind's eye the magnificent underwater city of Lemuria rising right before you. Crystal spires stretch upwards, each one singing a different note in perfect harmony. The city pulses with soft golden light, and you can feel the love. Oh, the deep love that built this place. Pure, unconditional, divine love. As you float towards the city centre, you notice a figure approaching, moving through the water with the grace of one who belongs completely here. This is your Lemurian aspect of your soul, part of your higher self, the part of your soul that once walked these crystal pathways, that once knew this perfect harmony. Imagine you are looking into their eyes, those deep, knowing eyes that hold the wisdom of the stars, the compassion of the ocean and the strength of earth. This is you, beautiful one, in your most expanded, most awakened form. They extend their hands to you, and as you take them, you feel a recognition so deep and so powerful that it brings tears of joy. Welcome home, they whisper, and their voice carries the sound of waves meeting the shore, of wind drifting through crystal caves. I have been waiting for you, they continue, waiting for you to remember, to return, to reclaim the gifts that you left here for safekeeping. Your Lemurian self places their hands over your heart, and immediately you feel it. A warm rose golden light beginning to expand from your heart center. This is the heart frequency of Lemuria, the energy of unconditional love that once connected all beings in perfect harmony. Feel this light growing, expanding beyond your heart, filling your chest, your arms, your head and neck. This is love in its purest form, love that knows only truth, love that sees the divine in all things. Now breathe this frequency deeper into your being. Allow it to dissolve any walls you've built around your heart. Any protection, it's ready to transform. In Lemuria, hearts were always open, always connected, and always flowing with this divine rose golden love. Feel your capacity for love expanding. It's growing until you realize that you can hold the entire universe in your heart and still have space for more. This is your birthright. This is who you truly are. Now, your Lemurian self moves their hands to hover above your crown. And this time, you feel a different energy, a beautiful violet light pouring into your head like liquid starlight. This is wisdom transmission, the ancient knowledge that was preserved in the crystal libraries of Lemuria. This light carries memories, your own memories, and the collective wisdom of an entire civilization. the understanding of how energy works, how love creates, how consciousness shapes reality. You feel this wisdom, violet light flowing through your mind, bringing clarity, bringing knowing, replacing questions with deep cellular truth. You remember now, you remember how to work with energy, how to heal with love, and how to create with consciousness. Let this wisdom settle into every cell of your being. Ancient knowledge awakening as dormant gifts stirring to life. You are so much more than you ever imagined, so much wiser and so much more powerful in love. Your Lemurian self now kneels and places their hands on the crystal ground beneath you. You start to feel energy rising, a vibrant orange-red light spiraling up from Earth herself, from the very core of Lemuria's power. This is creative life force, the energy that built civilizations with thought alone, that grew crystal cities with love, that manifested paradise through intention. You now feel this dynamic energy entering through your root chakra, spiraling up your spine, igniting your creative power. This is the energy of manifestation, of bringing your dreams into form, of co-creating with the divine. Feel it activating your passion, your purpose, your unique gifts. Beautiful one, you are here to create with love, to birth new realities, and to be a force of positive transformation. Allow this orange-red creative fire to merge with the rose gold and love in your heart, with the violet wisdom in your mind, becoming one unified field of light and power, and most of all, love. Now breathe all three energies into your heart center. The rose gold love, the violet wisdom, and the orange red creative power. Observe or just imagine them in your mind's eye as they spiral together, creating something new entirely, your own unique signature frequency. This integrated energy begins to pulse like a heartbeat of light, sending waves throughout your entire being as you feel it awakening dormant DNA, activating sleeping potentials, and remembering ancient light codes that were written into your very cells. Your Lemurian self smiles and says to you, this is your gift to take back for yourself and for your world. Your earth thrives through the love of Lemuria now, through wisdom, through creative power. Beautiful one, you are the bridge and you are the way. This ancient light and unity consciousness returns to earth. So let's take some time here to feel these energies be integrated and reaching every cell in your body, reaching every cell to sing with remembrance, to vibrate with its highest potential. Sacred geometry forms within you, crystalline patterns of light creating new neural pathways, new energy circuits, and new possibilities. Your DNA is remembering its divine blueprint, remembering that you are human divine, a bridge between worlds, a carrier of this ancient light into modern times. You feel yourself expanding even more, becoming more powerful, an embodied prayer of love and wisdom and creative power. So let's take a few moments to bask in this magical Lemurian love, and I will be silent for a few moments whilst you do this now, and you will hear a bell chime when it's time to return. Your Lemurian self embraces you one final time. and you feel all their love, all their wisdom, and all their faith pouring into you. Go now, they whisper. Go and remember who you truly are. Go and share these gifts. The world is ready for the return of Lemuria, and it begins with you, beautiful one. Now it's time to return. As you begin to rise, carrying these precious energies with you, as you start to float back up through the crystal city, through the luminescent waters, and through the layers of time and consciousness, back towards your physical form. But you are returning rich with treasures. You now carry the gifts of Lemuria within you, integrated into your very being, ready to express through your life, your love, and your service to our world. So now you feel yourself floating back to your beautiful physical body. You start to notice how different you feel, how expanded, how evolved, how clear-minded, how alive with ancient wisdom and love you are. And I want you to place your hands on your heart and really feel these Lemurian energies pulsing within you. They're part of you now, woven into your consciousness, available to you always. So take a moment to make a sacred commitment to honor these gifts, to share this love. Speak it silently to your heart now. Make your promise. Set your intention and feel the universe responding with joy and support. As you gently move your fingers and toes, perhaps have a stretch. Take a deep grounding breath. And when you're ready, open your beautiful eyes, returning fully to this time, this place, forever changed, forever awakened, and forever connected to the timeless wisdom of ancient Lemuria, knowing you are the bridge, beloved one. Welcome back. I'll wait for you to all drift back. That was lovely. I had goosies so many times during that, and I had Osan. I had Osan. He was a big reminded me of Gandalf, but he was just white. Everything was white about him. He was just completely white. Never seen him before, but he was massive, huge, and I could actually see in my mind's eye all of you in this circle, like with these stones on the outside. So somebody, if you want to verify anything I'm saying, hopefully you felt some of that. And there was these, they had these like stones in a circle around you, and then the Lemurians were behind them. But Asan came into the middle and was sending out like these, but I've got goosebumps, pulses of like healing energy and just upgrades, and there was light codes. I could see all sorts going on. But Asan I've never had the name before. I look it up. And I said, is there anything you need to tell me? He said, just let people know that they may have like really quick upgrades in the next few weeks. So let me know. Let me know if any of you experience that. But Osan, Osan. Let me write it down. Have I got a bloody pen? I doubt it. I bet you if it won. You know what it's like when when you go in the drawer of death and there's 500 pens in there, but not one of the buggers work. No, I haven't even got one in there. But anyway, Osan, Osan, Osan. But yeah, so hold on to your hats because I feel that there's going to be. Well, he told me. So yeah, interesting. Oh, hello, Ariel, you newbie. Oh, bless you. Bless you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're here every Sunday at 7:30. Yeah, and so, yeah, welcome. Please subscribe. I meant to say to everyone, please, if you haven't already, can you like the video? And if you don't mind sharing it, that'd be amazing too. Even if you just click the copy link, I think it adds as a share. And it just pushes it out there and reaches people like Ariel. So, yeah, welcome. It's a lovely community here. It really, really is beautiful. Everyone supports each other. They really do. Who's that saying? Oh, so much more powerful than expected. Flipping cheek. Have you not got any faith in me? You know I always deliver. Yeah, good. What happened for you, Lynn? Did anybody else see or experience any of the things that I just spoke about? And just going back over the comments at the beginning. So Ariel, welcome. What we do is, so we have a bit of spiritual chat first, then we do the meditation, and then we have a bit of spiritual. Hi, Teeny Lucy, welcome. And then we have a bit of a chat. Well, I have a chat. And hopefully answer everybody's questions. So if you've got any spiritual questions, doesn't have to be about this, could be about anything. So yeah, anything. Oh, what's happened, Lainey? Oh, Lainey, you still going through it, darling? Hang on a sec. Oh, Lainey, you've really had it tough, haven't you? Oh, bless you. Had to let our 17-year-old cat go to Rainbow Bridge on Monday. Oh, bless you. We're sending you all, sending healing. What's his or her name? And we can all send some up now with the intention. But if you just give me their name, and then after we've finished, I'll send a little punch of energy up and ask them to come through to you. Have they let you know that they're okay? They are okay. They're, so looked after, but it doesn't help us down here on that journey. But you've really had it rough, haven't you? It's really not been good. Solar plexus is off and anxiety is rubbish. Yeah. See, I think some of that is human stuff, but also I think it's just so many upgrades going on. And remember, we're in portals. And remember, since 2012, the portals and the awakenings have been very different. A lot of you hear me say this all the time. But since 2020 and that other big batch of awakenings, all the portals that we go through, so like Lion's Gate, I mean, you think about it, we go through monthly. So you on first to the first, second to the second, third to the third, fourth to the fourth, right? We go from every single month. They're amplified. So Lion's Gate last year would have been 8, and 2024 added up to 8, so that would have been 8. So this year we're 8, 9. Anyway, I don't know why I needed to say that. But yeah, that was it, because Dad's anniversary is 789. So it's at 7th of August. Yeah, it's really weird. They're so clever how they let us know. So I'm hoping that you've had put his name in or her name in the chat, and we'll all say the name. Well, once you put it in there, Lainey, we'll say the name and send some healing to you. And also Austin, isn't it? Oh, bless you. Oh, it's so sad, isn't it? I know. But they're so safe up there. They're at peace, but we're not, because they've gone. And if it's like a hole in our life, isn't it? A lot of us, they're like babies. Ange was saying to me earlier that, like I say, Millie's going to be 19 at 20, and it's like a baby. They are. I mean, Muffin is as well. As much as she flipping has me on my toes, I think she was Australian like me last lifetime. Always wanted to escape. Yeah, chucked us on the boats. Just going back over the comments. Yeah, Lionsgate Port. Yeah, like yeah, it is open on the 26th, I believe. I believe it's sooner. So it's whatever you oh, just going back, Teresa's saying, I've been told that I had an incarnation in Lemuria and I adore dolphins. That makes sense to me. Absolutely. A dolphin is my spirit animal, 100%, without a doubt. And I didn't understand why. So absolutely. So listen, oh, I didn't do the bloody cards, did I? Look at me. Bloody hell, fire. Honestly, no, you need to remind me, girls and gents, if I forget. So I'd used, like I say, used the star seed, and we got, you won't believe this, we got the seas of Mintaka or Taka, don't know how you say it, but it's linked to Orion. So if you look at the Orion constellation, there's 3, and one of them is Mintaka, or it's kind of probably butchering the name, but it says on it, seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. What were we talking about earlier? You know, these patterns of behavior that we have when they're unconscious, when we can bring them to the conscious, then we can actually work on them. But what happens is a lot of us get stuck, right? This was me. We'd get stuck in it and not even realize that we're still running the same program in different ways, but just being in complete denial. And it's such a challenge, but we can move through it, I promise you. So it says, Mintaka is thought to have been a water-based planet containing the most crystal clear waters you could ever imagine, so clear that you could see for miles underwater. The Seas of Mintaka card represents this crystalline clarity of potential and possibility, and that's why I was led to do this meditation as well, because so many of us need to be out there in service, doing our stuff, right? Even if we don't even know what our stuff is, just be out there spreading a light that we all do anyway, naturally, but we need to be out there doing it more. And I hope that these meditations that we do every week is helping you unblock. It's about the ability and choice to see the potential in all people and situations. This could be one of your natural traits, or it could be a sign that you're coming, that what you're doing currently has great potential. You may have received this card as confirmation that a situation or project has extreme potential and will reach fruition. So that will resonate with some of you. Yeah, so it's got Starseed Soul Inquiry. How can you see potential in a situation you're facing? So, as I say every week, we as humans say, this is good, that's bad, right? That's an expectation that we have on an outcome. That's a good expectation, a good outcome. That's a bad one. They're not. They're all for our highest and greatest good. Everything that happens to us is for our highest and greatest good. Doesn't matter what it is. It's for our highest and greatest good, right? And if we can integrate that, your life bloody changes, and it's so much easier to navigate this human avatar, I promise. So what unconscious patterns are you being called to bring to light? And then we got, can't make this up, Wild and Orca Elders. Share your song, frequency of sound, diving deep, sorry. Cannot make this up. They're such lovely cards. The whale and the orca elders are benevolent cosmic beings here to anchor a frequency of love onto the planet. What have we just done? To harmonize it with their song. As they weave around the oceans, they do so much more than any of us know. The physical presence affects Earth's magnetic field, and their harmonics call us to wake up and remember our own soul song. I've got goosebumps again. This has got to be the most goosebumpy session I think we've ever done. Looking into the eye of a whale is something you'll never forget. Whales see into your very being in an instant, and you're changed forever. I felt like that when I looked in the dolphins' eyes when I went to Cuba and I swam with the dolphins. They see beyond the physical, the woundings, the identity, the personality, the story. They see right into your soul. So the starseed inquiry is, how are you being called to share your unique soul's song? So think about it, whatever it is, whether it's volunteering, whether it's, I'm mindful not everyone's got the time, or whatever career you're in. Think about the career you're in. Are you happy? Is there something else that you could be doing that could be helping humanity and yourself even more? and something that you enjoy doing. You know, if you're stuck in a place where you're not happy, maybe it's time to move on. And then we got, I don't know why I needed to clarify it or pulled another one. So I got big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. Love a bit of the Pleiades. We had them, didn't we, a few weeks ago? The Pleiades are our cosmic cousins. They're here to remind us it's never too late to learn new things and change the future. I had not read the meanings of these. I promise. I just pulled them out, and what I do is I stick them in the book. I did it yesterday. I promise you, I'm not making this up. It's like it's rigged, isn't it? Absolutely not. You're being called to be a visionary for the planet, to take a breath, shake off what's been taught about the world, and hold a new vision for humanity. I cannot get this through enough. What we're told about our spiritual journey is a load of cock and bull. There's so many fibs that we've been told about our healing, about us being able to step forward. I promise you. So it says, you are likely a natural big picture thinker. I completely am. I see the whole lot. Here to generate ideas for the future. Here to birth a new age. I don't like the whole new age thing, so let's scrap that bit. New times, maybe, because new age has got a lot to answer for, and dream a new world into being. Well, what have we done in the meditation? That's what we did. The future will be woven by dream makers like you, beautiful ones, by those with enough courage to question the way things have been and envision new possibilities for the planet. I remember at school getting up SHIT Street for questioning. We knew then, we all knew from birth, but it gets knocked out of us. So anyway, Starseed Soul Inquiry. How are you being called to step up and lead? What new ideas or creations are you being called to pursue? Very interesting. Very interesting. But Asan told me that some of you will be getting massive upgrades. So there's nothing to ever be scared of. Ever. What's this? Hello, Kathy B. I'm so happy to catch the live as I sit outside on the hill, looking out onto a pond, sending much love and light to everyone in this chat, all the way from Ontario. Ah, bless you. You've got it rough out there as well with your old government, haven't you? Anyway, I'm not going to go on to talk about that, but yeah, welcome, Kathy. Lovely to have you here, darling. Lovely to have you here. And yeah, you're sitting right by the water. So how perfect was that? Absolutely perfect. So Petronica, same here, Helen. Been feeling crazy all week, really off my food, and that's not me. Yeah, it's upgrades. We think about the when we get the light into our body, the body feels it. Just because we can't see it and we don't know what it is, it's very common. We can either go not eating at all, or we suddenly start eating loads because our energy knows it's time. We've got a big push coming on. Which we have. We're the ones doing all the heavy lifting spiritually, aren't we? Holding it for the collective. Your feathered friends outside made this experience come alive. Seagulls and a duck and a pigeon. Oh, was there a duck? Yeah, I get used to it. So I've had to have the door open again, peeps, because it's too freaking hot. Can't even wear my hair down. I look like I've been dragged through a hedge. And I only washed my hair this morning. Oh, Anne saying, what's lovely Anne saying? That was so peaceful, Lorraine. I saw the colour red from the beginning. Beautiful. Love that. Earth, that you were grounding your root into earth as we were doing. Love that for you, Anne. So Lynn's lovely Lynn. How are you, darling? How are you doing? I know it's been tough for you as well, wasn't it? It really has. So I was tingling at one point. I had the violet light surrounding me and my Lemurian self was just silhouetted against it. And I saw her reach out a hand, sending energy to me. I love that. Bloody well done. Get in, Lynn. And Joyce is saying heart and feet pumping colours, green and gold and purple. Saw dolphins. Neptune. Do you mean Neptune with the trident? With the curly hair? The actual person, or and crystal city, like the bottom of a fish tank. Beautiful. Love that, Joyce. Like I say, do it again. Yeah, do it again. You can do it as many times as you like. But like I say, I have extended version, which goes deeper, a little bit deeper, and also the guide that goes with it. So if you want it, it's on the website. And it's something that so the whole guide guides you through this process of integrating the Lemurian consciousness into you and the planet. So yeah, it's a kind of 2 for the price of 1. You're expanding your consciousness at a greater speed, right, than what we've been told. We're told, oh, it takes time, you have to do that. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. If you set the intention, right, that you want to expand your consciousness, you can do it. Absolutely. Only if it's in your highest and greatest good, though. But it will always will be, because your higher self is like, again, oh, thank God, she's actually going to do something now. She's not just going to sit there moaning, saying, oh, my life's crap or whatever. Right? They're doing the Mexican wave, and your Lemurian, our Lemurian team are like doing the what's it dance, conga. Going, thank Christ for that. Oh, I love it. What's lovely? Josephine, oh my God, just wonderful. Looked up in the sky, and there was a dolphin smiling at me. Beautiful. Love it. I will swim with them again one day. I went to a natural reserve, which was amazing because they weren't kept in captivity. So it was they were still trained and stuff, but it was in like mangroves, and it was it was all natural, but it wasn't clear water. And it scared the bejesus out of me a bit because I thought, can't see what's coming. But it was amazing. I've got a picture somewhere. Don't know what I've done with it. Terrible I am. Put things away. I can never find them again. Lainey saying peaceful. Thank you, Phil. I'll be back. Yeah, come back, Ariel. Make sure you subscribe, please. Lynn saying, I cried at the heartbeat. I really felt a wave of unconditional love wash over me. Beautiful. Was your Kimmy with you? Yeah, I know it's really tough for you, isn't it? Bless you. Send Lynn a bit of love, everybody. And Carol, hello, Carol. I felt pulsating. Beautiful. Do it again, darling. Do it as many times. So Simone is saying, I saw myself as a being of white light, and I saw a pure white being of light, male, beard long. Yeah, I wonder if it was Hassan. I wonder if it was the same. He was just all white, and it reminded me of like Gandalf or a kind of version of Merlin. But I thought maybe I brought the Merlin in because I was talking to somebody about Merlin. But yeah, it was just pure white being. And I was like, who are you? And he was like, Hassan. And he was in the middle, like I said, doing this healing. There was all these stones. The Lemurians were on the outside. And I was like, well, what do I need to know? He's like, just tell some of them will have, they'll expand their state of consciousness faster than they ever thought they could. But like I say, if you want to amplify that, go and have a look on the website. Because like I say, you've got a 19-page guide that will assist you. That was lovely. Hello, Helen. That was lovely. Colours and sacred geometry, hands pulsing, given a book. Beautiful. Like a bubble around me, told would take protection with me. Wasn't that protection before? Beautiful. Love it. Love that for you. Yeah, just saying everyone's sending you love, Lainey. Ariel saying it's like a great community. Yeah, it is, darling. Yeah, I think you've gone, haven't you? But if you're still here, welcome to the madhouse. Helen saying she dreamed about the place of the child. Have you put the name of your cat anywhere, darling? Thank you, everyone. 1-year-old kitten is sleeping in her bed too. Have you put the name, Lainey, anywhere? I'm just trying to look through the comments. It's horrible, isn't it, when we do that? It really is. Oh, hang on, this is a question about thingy. Did Lemuria and Atlantis exist during the same time period? No. Lemuria was way before. It was like thousands of years, depending on what you look at or depending on what resonates with you. I feel, I don't know why, but I'm just drawn to it. It was like 22,000 years. But if you look at what other people have channeled, or whatever, you know, who are they channeling? Like, I think the only person you need to channel is your higher self. It tells you different things, but my perspective, and take it with a grain of salt, and if it resonates, it does. If it doesn't, it was way before. So that was, Lemuria was more about the unity consciousness, the love, and it was an absolute paradise, but it got screwed up by some untowards, and then it tumbled, and then, you know, Atlantis came, and yeah, that was where a lot of the technology comes from. And I've had people in sessions, obviously I'm not divulging anything about anybody's session because I wouldn't do that, but it's quite common in when I do the quantum work. I forgot to say to you, if you buy the meditation and the guidebook, it's all at one price, £11.11. I also give you a code for 10% off any sessions with me. So coaching, spiritual coaching, all the quantum healing sessions. So have a look. That's another little cherry in there that I stuck in there for you. Yes, so I've had quite a few, more than like a handful of people, which is quite a lot, saying the same thing. Is that they were part of the demise of Atlantis, and it all went in the wrong hands. And this kind of fits in with me. I don't remember all of my experience at Atlantis. I remember that Ray was there, and he was some kind of boffin, which fits in within this lifetime. He was a boffin, and what I would call a geek in the nicest possible sense. You know, he was very clever, could turn his hand to anything, you know, so clever, creative beyond, you know, and he was just amazing. And if anybody knew, that was my late partner, Ray. And yeah, it's funny, he wasn't there today. I'm weird. Maybe he's off doing something else. But yes, a lot of people have said to me that they were part of the demise of Atlantis and it all went wrong. They thought they were doing good. They got hoodwinked and that all sank as well. A bit like Lemuria. So, but, you know, like I say, you could research something or sit and talk to your higher self and you might come up with something different. But in my perspective, no, they weren't at the same time, darling. Hope that helps. Simone is saying, I saw myself as a being of white light and also saw a male beard, long hair, robes. I'm not sure that was me or another being. The water was the colour of fluorite, went down, then can't remember. Beautiful. Yeah, I love that. Do it again. Like I say, they're here for you to do again. Oh, hang on. What's Petronica saying? Sorry, that's a little natty thing. Oh my God, I saw the colour you described, felt it too. The blend of colours at the end was the most amazing colour. I saw bubbles, different colours. It looked and felt like a download. Just wow, I said, is this it? If you don't remember what the download is, that doesn't matter. Just know that you've received it. Because this is where so many people get hung up. They're like, oh, I need to meditate to do this. What I learned was just accept whatever it is, whatever the information is, right? Just accept it. And just, even if you don't understand it fully, it doesn't matter. Yeah, can relate to Mintaka, whatever it's called. Yeah, I don't know. I should know the name of it really. But it's really funny because I've had the card come out before with a friend of mine in Ireland, Rainy. I don't suppose you're watching, pal, but if you are, I know that we were together on the Orion when it all went a bit pear-shaped up there. A lot of us escaped, but a lot of us didn't. And I think we spent many lifetimes there, but I know that I was there with her 100% on that Mintaka, whatever it's called. Lynn saying, you're so right, Lorraine, about us needing to be out there sharing her light and her love. Tonight's meditation will help with that so much. Beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. And you're saying, oh my God, about the orca card. Exactly. But the thing is, like, so look, like use you as an example, and you're an amazing example, is you do a lot of work for charity, don't you? And you do comedy stuff and you do groups and things like that. With what I would call the normies, which is amazing. So that's absolutely, there is no hierarchy with any of this work. There really isn't. And like with the Lemurians, take it from them, there was no hierarchy. Nobody was better than anybody else, but they were masters. And I can really resonate with, they were masters at being able to manage their own energy and being able to let go and just not hold an attachment to anything and not judge anything. They were masters at it. I completely get it. Lovely energy with this session wasn't it? We can do more if you want. But we really need to get this unity consciousness out there, because there's so much flipping division. It does my Sweden. It really does. It's like, what? Come on. Like, everybody's got to be able, I shouldn't know, stop it, the rain. People must be able to see what's going on, how we're all being played. That's all. I can't really talk about stuff, but who's this? Ariel. I've got to ask this because I'm nosy. Whereabouts are you in the UK? I'm in Brixham in Devon, but the accent would probably throw you off because I'm originally from Maidenhead in Berkshire. Don't you know? Posh, they're all posh. But I lived in West London for most of my adult life until I moved down here. So yeah, I'm a long way from home, but I'd never go back. Absolutely not. It's an absolute ghetto up there now. But yeah, the accent will throw you off. But yeah, I love it down here. Moved down here in 2004, never moved back. Not for all the tea in China. I might go further up the coast, who knows? Quite like Weymouth. But who knows? My daughter's still at home with me, so yeah, she was up in London yesterday. Had about 100 phone calls, panicking. Yeah, she had a nice time. Oh, the cat's called, right, okay, Tinker. Let's all send love and light to Tinker. Right, let's do that right now. And let's ask, just tap into the energy of Tinker. And just imagine that we've got a ball of golden light, and we're just going to wrap Tinker up in that golden ball and light, up at the Rainbow Bridge. And we ask him, if he hasn't already, let Lainey know that he's or she's okay. Just ask for him to bring a sign through that's unrefutable, so that Lainey can get the peace and comfort. Whether that's a physical sign, whether it's a download, just be open to receiving it, Lainey, if you're still on here. You know, whether it comes through in a dream state, whether it comes through in a message on the back of a bus or whatever. Just be open and receptive to the messages. Oh, Patricia's saying fell asleep. Yeah. Yeah, it's possible I enter trance state because I hear you, but not everything is clear. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. As you know, it really doesn't matter. You could be in a real deep state of hypnosis, trance, meditation. You know, when you're in that theta wave, then that's where you can do deeper work. So yeah, it's all going in, as you all know. And Lindsay, and I haven't heard that for ages. Does my Sweden? Yeah. Oh God. Yeah, like stop arguing, everybody, and just love each other and realize that we've been hoodwinked and we've all need to come together now. Yes, Lindsay, I'm in lovely county. Yeah, I do love it down here. Apart from the shopping. Not that I go that often. I have to go to Exeter or Plymouth. I don't like Plymouth. It's a bit of a concrete jungle. But Exeter's nice at Christmas and stuff. But yeah, we've got like Torquays and absolute pants. I've been down here since 2004, and they've been saying, yeah, we're going to do it up, and it's still an absolute hole. Anyway, guys and gals, I am going to love and leave you until next week. I might see if I can drop a meditation on Wednesday, but I'm busy head down bum up with some other delights as well that I shall surprise you with soon. Not just the course, but other, I'm being led in different directions. Should we pull another? I don't know. I feel the need to pull another card. I don't know why. Let's have this parting shot. I don't know why I'm being called to pull another card. What have we got? Oh, Messenger. Sirius energy, bringing harmony and balance. There you go. There you go. That's what we're all here to do, to bring harmony and balance. And it's oh my God, it's a white being. Well, it looks like it's got no head. But look, it's a white being. But this one was huge. When I was there in this circle, I was like that. So I don't know if I was extra tiny or whether, but yeah, it was Osan. I'm gonna have to look it up, and I shall post my findings in on the community page. And I keep saying, if you want to post stuff on the community page, I'd welcome Ariel. Yeah, please subscribe if you're not. If you want to post stuff on the community page, feel free. If you've got any bits of nuggets of memes that are positive and uplifting, please post them. I try as much as I can, but yeah, we can all lift each other up so the energy can carry on during the week. So anyway, guys and gals, I'm going to clear off. I love you and leave you. See you next Sunday. And I might see if I can drop a meditation on Wednesday. And I don't know, I've been called to come on Thursday night and maybe do some soul coaching, just like with the cards. But it'd be about 7:30, 8 UK time. So that's the day before Lionsgate. Because I was thinking, shall I come on Lionsgate? But I thought, no, I've got the meditation out there. So you've got that. So Ariel, go and have a listen to that if you're interested. Like I say, that's freebie in the playlist of meditations, or show up on my videos. But I was felt to come. I've got a lovely set of cards. I'm not going to get up because I don't think my bloody legs will carry me there because I've been sat down for a while. A lovely set of cards that are like messages from loved ones. And I thought, what a lovely thing I'd like to do is just sit with people just on a live and say, do you want a message from your loved one? I'm not a medium, but I will just shuffle the cards, and your higher self and your loved one will pick a card and you'll get the message, because there's so many people that really struggle with grief. And I must admit, it has been a bit more challenging because it's both of them are gone. For those that have lost both sides. And I was blessed in this lifetime to have a great relationship with both my parents. And I chose a nice parents in this lifetime. In others, I haven't, and we've all been dark and light. Right. So yeah, I think I might do that on Thursday. I'll just come on. It'll probably be on a vertical live, if that makes sense. It won't be one on like this. I don't know. What do you think? Have you got any ideas? Anyway, yeah, I'll have a think. But I just thought, just sit on for an hour, Lorraine. And I thought for our American and Canadian cousins, the later I go on, the better. But just to have a chat, just to have a meet up, just have a chat about grief and how it can be so different for everybody. But I can honestly say, the dark night of the soul I experienced with losing Ray. Remember, or Ariel, you won't know, but new people won't know. But I wasn't awake when I lost him, and he was like the love of my life's true twin flame. And yeah, twin flames is something I'll speak about as well, because what we're told about twin flames is absolute garbage as well. Twin flame relationships are absolutely beautiful. They're the best relationship that you could ever have. But we're told, oh, it's the empath and the narcissist. Oh, be quiet. It does my head in, this whole, empath. No, stop it. That's just a label. Get rid of the label. Deal with the emotions. Deal with what's holding you back. Heal the trauma. Then you won't be such a sponge for everybody's energies. Because the way I perceive it, and I don't mean this a disrespect to anybody at all, and people will disagree with me, that's okay. But what I understand, and there's so many other spiritual people out there that are on the same wavelength, that it's just a label. Like, why do we keep, it's like, it's such a human, I really struggle with it because it's such a human construct, being the empath always attracts a narcissist. No, the narcissist isn't a true narcissist, right? And I'm going on my soapbox, sorry, but the narcissist that we're told is a narcissist, they have narcissistic tendencies more often than not. There's very few narcissists. There's like a real tiny little hair width that are narcissists. The rest, they are like the empath that's learnt to be a people pleaser, always learnt to be alert, to read the room. Oh, I'm sensitive to energy. No, okay, you may well be, but you need to manage your energy. Right? That's we're not here. There's so much garbage that we're told. Yeah, sorry, I've gone on a rant. But yeah, I'm just really passionate about it. But anyway, okay, let's catch up maybe Thursday then. I'll let you know. I'll put a link. No, I won't put a link. I think I might just, I don't know whether I can, because I'm trying to do it, so the phone's that way. I'm rubbish at, what is it? Vertical. Yeah. So I think that was daughter up. She come back and slept for England. She has, bless her. But anyway, I'm going to clear off. I love you and leave you all. I'll see you on Thursday probably, just for a little chinwag, and I'll get my I can't think what they're called. Oh no, I'm not getting up because my back won't take it. I love you all. See you on Thursday and then again on Sunday. I love you loads, and please like and share and subscribe if you're not already, please. Thank you. Thanks for being here. I love you all. Take care. Keep going. And most of all, keep smiling. Love you.